Hey guys, so today's video I'm going to be reviewing, first impressioning, tutorialing the new Huda Beauty palette. This is the Electric Obsession palette that she brought out. She did bring out 4 of these in the range, so there was, I can't remember. There was like a plummy one, the Electric Brights one, warm browns, and then a smoky one. So I thought that, you know, everybody's going to be going for the warm browns or the smokies or the mauves. So I went for the Electric palette. I'm all about the bright colours, as we know, and I just thought the colours in this palette were just beautiful. I like the mixture of mattes and shimmers, and I think this palette has got the least shimmers in it, if I'm correct. And I'm not a big shimmer person, I'm more of a matte person, so that's why another reason why I went for this one. I'm gonna say, like, it is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like at least a little bit bigger than this, but it's not really a problem for me now that I've used the palette because the pigments are so intense. If you're wondering why my voice is kind of croaky, because it sounds kind of croaky to me, it's because I've been at work all day. It's like 10 PM right now. So if I can find a link to this product, I will link it in the description box for you, along with the launch date if it hasn't launched already. And as always, all of my other socials will be down there. Please subscribe to my channel before we get into this tutorial, and don't forget to hit the bell icon if you want to learn how I created this look and what I thought of the new Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette. Then please keep on watching. I think I'm gonna go for sort of like the pinks and the purples for this look. So I'm first gonna start off with this nice blue undertoned pink, and I'm just gonna take that all the way through my crease with a Zoeva 221 brush. So as I'm like dipping my brush into the pigments, they are pressed quite hard because I'm not getting any kickback and I'm not getting a lot on the brush. But we'll see what the pigment is like when I blend it. So it is nice and pigmented. But yeah, like I said, you do have to sort of like press your brush in quite hard to get a lot of pigment onto the brush. That isn't an issue, at least it's not super soft and you're getting too much kickback on the brush. So I want to go for like sort of a spotlight effect, so I'm just going to really roughly run this through the crease and on the inner and outer corner. And then I'm going to go in with a slightly fluffier brush. So I'm just going to go in with my Backstage Beauty Large Eye Blender, and this has got no product on it, and I'm just using that right along the edges. And I'm just going to keep going back in and out with this brush just to make sure everything is really diffused. If you're wondering why I don't have my brows done, it's because as soon as I finish filming this video, I'm going to be filming another video with a really exciting new product. And I literally cannot wait to see how it works. So I'm just going to go back in with that same colour on my 221. And as always, before I start my makeup, I do always prep my lids with my Eden Primer Potion from Urban Decay. My favourite primer. So now I'm just mainly building up on the inner and outer corners. And then as I get towards the edge of where I've placed the shadow, I'm using very light feather-like motions just to feather the product out a little bit more. And then I'm going back in with that blender brush that we used before, just to diffuse the edges. And then one last time I'm just going to build that up just slightly again. So now I'm going to go in with this hot pink shade right here, and I'm taking that on my Morphe M514 brush. So this one's just a slightly more tapered brush. And I'm just going to pop that over the top of where we have placed our first pink shade, but slightly more concentrated so it's not blending out as far. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that first shade, just to blend around the edges. And then I'm just going to go back in with my clean brush, just right around the edges, to make sure there's no harsh lines. So now I'm just going to go in with my Morphe M507 brush. It's like a really tiny tapered blending brush. And I'm going to go in with that second hot pink shade that we used. And then I'm going to follow that spotlight right underneath the eye as well. And then I'm taking a slightly bigger brush. This one's the M506 by Morphe. And then I'm taking that first pink shade we used, the more blue undertoned. And then I'm just going to use that to buff that pink shade out. And I'm also using that to join up the outer corner as well. So now I'm just going to go back in with my clean brush, just right around the edges, make sure I'm happy with the blend. So for the lid colour, I'm going to take this shimmery purple here. I'm just going to take it on this NYX number 13 brush. And what I'm going to do to avoid fallout is I'm just going to spritz the brush. And then I'm just going to press that onto the centre of my lid. So that is really pigmented, it's really nice. So then I'm just lightly tapping the brush on the edges just to blend the shadows together. And then I'm just going to go back in with my Morphe M514 brush just to blend the edges. I am getting a little, well, not even a little bit, like quite a bit of fallout from this. Even though I'm spritzing my brush. I don't know why I say spritzing all the time. It's just a nice word to say. I'm just going to do the exact same underneath my eye as well, in that little gap. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of fallout. But it's really fine fallout, so you can like almost flick it off. But it is kind of annoying. I do hate fallout, especially when I've done my foundation and stuff first. Then I'm just running over the top of the whole bottom lash line with my 514 brush. Just to sort of blend that in. I'm just going to line my lash line with my Illamasqua gel liner. And it's literally just going to be a line for my lashes to sit on. So while I wait for the glue to dry on my lashes, I'm just going to apply my mascara, and I'm just using my Marc Jacobs Zone Noir. The lashes that I'm using are the Lily lashes in the style Caviar. They're just really thick and they're really like nice and curled. They're really like nice and like curled, really pretty. Okay guys, that is the final look. So, this little guy right here. I really like this palette. I think the colours are beautiful. They're really pigmented. I like the ratio of mattes to shimmers. And I feel like they've put the right colours as shimmers. Really nice sort of like rich tones. And I really like the way it came out on the eyes. The only thing I will say is this palette does have quite a bit of fallout when you're blending the shimmer shades onto the lid. With the purple shade, when I was putting it on my lid, I did get quite a bit of fallout underneath my eye and on the sides of my nose. And that is kind of annoying for me. I don't like fallout, but obviously next time I use this, I'll know that I should do my eyes before my foundation. But overall, I really like the palette. I definitely am going to be purchasing the other three at some point. But yeah, this is a beautiful palette. It's only £25, which I think is a great price point for Huda Beauty. Because obviously their palettes are £56. Like, that is a lot of money. For nice shadows that are the same size as the shadows that come in the Desert Dusk and the Rose Gold textured palette, I think this is a great price. At £25, they do 4 different shades of the palette in the collection. They are all so beautiful, but I just got this one to try first. I didn't want to like splash out on loads of palettes, and then like not like the formula. This is my sort of opinion. I really like the palette, but obviously try it for yourselves. If you have tried any of the others, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know which ones your favorite were, because I want to know which ones to buy next. And that is the end of the video. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. As always, all of my socials will be listed down below, as well as a link where you can grab this palette for yourself. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. And that is the end of the video. So with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.